So Rosemary, our baby girl, is 6 months old in like a week. And so I thought I would sit down and share our top 10 items that we use and love and don't regret buying.
Leftovers on the counter, cage at the television, and the sink is full of flowers, bathtub soaking the dishes, got a couch in the den, but we all just hang in the kitchen.
I'm gonna have a PDF available for download listing out everything that I would recommend when you have a baby on the way, things that have worked for us. The first one I want to highlight is the Leander Changing Pad. So I had my eye on this and really gravitated towards it for a while, and Luke had his reservations because it's quite expensive and it's just a changing pad. But it has been one of our top favorite baby items. It's aesthetically pleasing. It comes in these really nice muted colors, and just the texture of it, the support it gives during diaper changes. It doesn't get too cold and it's very easy to clean. The second item is the Stokke high chair. So my parents bought this for us and we have absolutely loved it. The more I learn about it, the more I love it. It's a chair that really grows with your baby. You just change the seat and the heights of like the boards. It's so beautifully and just like well designed. We kind of bought one part of it last minute. Like I wish we had had it even before she came, but we didn't really know. But that's the infant chair. So they make this infant chair attachment, and we really love eating our meals together as much as possible and doing that as a family. And this has really allowed for Rosemary to just be part of every mealtime. I guess she's typically awake for most meals. That's not really during her nap time. And so we sit there as a family and she loves it. And we can also cook and she can sit in her chair and look around and she's quite entertained. You know, we're telling her, oh, I'm making whatever it is. She's about to transition once she can sit up and support herself to the bigger chair, like the high chair with the support in the back. But the infant chair has been so wonderful. We hope to have more than one child too, so we can wash this. It's machine washable, like the fabric part comes off and you can throw it in the wash machine. So we plan to store it and then be able to use it with our next baby. The third baby item that we really love is buying 3 sets of sheets. So we have a mini crib. This is kind of a tangent I won't fully go into, so I wish I had gotten a bassinet. We just went with a mini crib and made it work. And now in retrospect, I'm like, I wish we would have gotten a bassinet. But now she sleeps pretty well in her crib, which is a nice bonus, I guess, to having, her. Because we didn't have a bassinet, she's learned to sleep in her crib, but I think we could have really benefited from a bassinet. But having 3 sets of sheets for our mini crib we bought from Walmart, and it's been wonderful. We've used the MUSHIE brand. So if you have a mini crib, this is a great brand. They've been really high quality. They're soft, they're beautiful. And having 3 sets really helps, just like there's always at least one clean. She really doesn't spit up in her crib much or, leak through her diaper or anything like that, but it does happen sometimes, and having 3 sets of sheets has been the perfect number. So the fourth item is the diaper pail. The brand is Dekor, and it's been really great. Like, we don't smell diapers or anything like that. There's a lock feature if you have other kids, or when Rosemary gets a little bigger and she's like more hands-on with everything, we'll be able to lock it so she won't be able to open it herself and get into the diaper pail. But yeah, we've been super happy, except that we registered for the mini diaper pail, and that's the only regret. Just go with the standard size because it's much more convenient. I think we're actually going to get the standard size and then use the mini one somewhere else. But the brand itself and the diaper pail itself has been so great. Number 5 is this really simple laundry bin that's dedicated to Rosemary that we bought from Amazon. It's been really great. The reviews were decent enough. I actually got one before it and I really didn't like it. Returned that one. We got this one. It's simple. You can actually wipe it down if you want to. It's really light, so I can easily take it to the washing machine and clean all her laundry. But yeah, highly recommend this laundry bin. Okay, number 6, a really good stroller. We tried all the different strollers in the stores and did all of that. And then Luke kind of had his like mindset on like, I think this is the best one. Let's try to get it. And I think it's one of the best brands. It's also one of the most expensive brands on the market as far as strollers go, the Bugaboo Donkey 5. And I walk every day. I didn't like those early days with Rosemary, but we're at a point now where I walk every single day. So we're using that stroller quite often in the city, on sidewalks, on different terrains. And it's been so wonderful. I just highly recommend it. It's a double stroller, so we're trying to plan ahead again, hoping to have another baby in the future. And so we can just buy a second like stroller compartment and have that double stroller. We bought ours secondhand. The big tip with that is we looked at one in the city and it was in really rough shape. And we're like, yeah, I can't buy that. I can't put my child in that. But then we looked a little bit outside the city. So if you're able to drive outside the city, if you live in a city, buying it secondhand, it's so well made. And we were really fortunate because this family they didn't really use the stroller. They were just selling it because their kids were older and it doesn't matter. We really, really love the stroller. So number 7 on baby gear we don't regret buying is all the winter gear for going outside and like the rain cover and all of those things. So I actually made a different video on all about the winter gear, baby essentials and essentials for mom. I will link that video for you, but that is like a whole set of things that we really are thankful that we have. Number 8 is the Flexi Bath. We don't have a bathtub in our place, and so we needed one just dedicated for her. And we've been really happy with the Flexi Bath. We got the yellow color. It's really easy to use. There's this really cute like flower plug at the bottom, and it changes color just to indicate if the water is a safe temperature for your baby. I love that feature. It's actually made by the same company that made the high chair that we love. The Stokke high chair, the same people made this bathtub, and it shows just in the design of it. It stores really nicely. We put it in one of these drawers under our bed, and we also bought the newborn inset, and it's been perfect. Highly recommend if you don't have a tub and you need something. They can be pretty big and still use this tub. Okay, number 9, actually Rosemary has a bit of a cold or something right now, and she had one kind of early on as a newborn, and it was really stressful. And so having this item made all the difference. The nose Frida Snot Sucker, it just allowed her to nurse so much more easily. I would suck out her nose. I would do drops of saline, but I would do like a drop of saline in each nostril and then use the snot sucker. Once you get through the filters that the Nose Frida Snot Sucker package comes with, you'll need replacement filters, and we went with a different brand and we're really happy with it, and they're much more affordable. I will include which ones we bought just from Amazon, which is really handy. Okay, number 10, I think I'm actually gonna share 12, but number 10 is the thing we didn't even realize we needed. Our friends got us this at Rosemary's baby shower, and I don't really know what we would have done without it. It's been so wonderful. So its brand is Aden Anais Activity Gym, and this was so great for when Rosemary was little. She still loves it. It has these hanging mobiles, and you could put your baby underneath, and there's a mirror that's like in the middle. Rosie loved looking at herself. I don't think she didn't know it was her, but like looking at this other baby in the mirror, it was so much fun to watch. And literally like we use that like constantly, and she absolutely loves it. I just highly recommend having that ready to go before your baby comes. Okay, honorable mentions. I bought this bunny mobile from Etsy, and it's so beautiful. Also in the honorable mention category is this PEHR, I don't know if that's how you say that brand, Swaddle Me blanket. It comes in 4 different patterns. We swaddled Rosie in the early days before she could go in a sleep sack, and I guess she could go in a sleep sack, but we swaddled her a little bit when she was still a newborn and couldn't roll. And this was the best swaddle blanket. Like we used it constantly. We had the cheetah one, but there's, like I said, a few different kinds. Also in that category is this baby swan hat, the best newborn hat. We used it a lot because she was born in September. So for those early appointments, getting to the car, getting into the doctor's office, those types of things, this is our go-to hat. Going to church, literally everywhere, we're like, where's the swan hat? We need it. So yeah, I wish I would have had like 2 of these, 3 of these. Another it was a bit of a mystery to me is like what kind of sleep sack to buy. So we got, a friend mentioned the brand Woolino. So it's actually a sleep sack made with wool in it. So it helps regulate their temperature so they don't get overheated. And this particular sleep sack is from 2 to 24 months. So it like they really can grow into it. But yeah, that's all I will put in for honorable mentions. I'll finish the video with this caveat. It's like we were given really good advice before Rosemary came. Listen to everyone's advice and do your own thing. So this is just like from our experience, what we found to be really great, and I hope it's helpful for you too, and I'll see you next time.
All of my favorite people, I got a good crew, and I'm telling you that I wouldn't change a single thing.